what we need to do is to make a graph of it. We've got a beautiful data table which talks about the trials. They were used to create the average. The average was then used to calculate our acceleration. And that was what we were interested in. So now we're going to try to graph how the acceleration changes as the ramp height changes. This, after all, was our question we set ourselves, our research question. So first of all, let's highlight our bottom table. Now, once we've got that highlighted, we've got to tell the machine what we want it to do. So let's go up to the toolbar at the top, and if we go across our toolbar, we come to one that looks like a box that's got 3 sticks in it, and it says Insert Chart. So I'm going to do that. Now, there it is, and it's done exactly what I needed it to do. It's done a scatter plot. In other words, just put the dots in. Now let's put the dots in so that we can see what actually the pattern is on the way through. Now I'm just going to move that a little bit out of the way. Oh, then again, it can stay where it is. We are going to fix this up a little bit as we go through. Now over on the right hand side you can see that we've got the setup. In other words, this tells me what our graph is all about. Then over here it says customize, and that means we can change it. So I'm going to start the changes, and we're going to do a little bit at a time, and then I'm going to talk to you about the last bit of it. So if we go to customize, chart style is correct. We wanted the dots. So we go down to the next one. We basically work our way through some of these. We don't go to all of them, we work our way through some of them though. So whenever you see that arrowhead like that, it means there are options for us to do. So I'm going to click on that, and there it is. It says a chart title. Now, your chart title should be telling, or graph title should be telling the reader what this is all about. And acceleration versus ramp height is not the best answer. So how do we put another one in? Now I'm going to type it in this box over here. You see, here we've got chart title. Notice it's got a little arrow down, which means there are other options there as well. Maybe about labeling these things at the side and at the bottom, and we'll see if we need to do that later. So let's try to put in a nice little thing based upon what we're trying to find out. Now watch what happens to the top of my chart. Now since I've removed the chart title, it's disappeared, but as I type it, it will sort of go in there. Right, so apart from my typing mistakes, I've made not too bad an effort. So I can see what it says. And if I edit it a little bit and fix up the mistakes, I'm a bad typist. So we can see it automatically changes for us. So now I've got a label that says, how does the acceleration of the ball change as the ramp height changes? That's a good name. Now, our numbers on the up and down or vertical axis are about acceleration in m/s/s. Exactly correct, so we don't need to change that. Our ones down the bottom, on the bottom, are about ramp height in cms, and that's exactly correct too. So I've basically finished this one, so I'm going to close it. Then I'm going to go to the next one down. The next one is about the numbers themselves, and that's called the series. Now, I hate blue. It tells me that blue represents acceleration. I want you to change the colour of your dot. Now, it also gives us other options we can do with this. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use orange. So all my dots change. Now it says I can use down here, I can use a circle, a triangle, a square, a diamond, a star, an X mark, a pentagon, whatever I want to use. You don't have to change that, but if you would like, you can. All right. So we've got those. Now I've got my dots changed. I'm going to stop this here and we're going to include it in the next one. Otherwise that video is going to be too long.